think it's a laptop. Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and in this video I'm unboxing the brand new Huawei Matebook 13. I'm a big fan of the Matebook series. I made a few videos on last year's Matebook X Pro, of which there's also a newer 2019 model I'll also be doing some videos on. But this is the Matebook 13. You've got the 13, the 14, and the X Pro in the Matebook family. So normally I would have fast forwarded this whole process, but as you can see, everything's sort of fallen out as I've got out of the box. Now, first of all, obviously there's the power and the charger, if I can actually get this thing out. So it's a, it's a very small power plug, which is pretty cool. It does support fast charging. 15 minutes of charging gives you 2.5 hours of use, according to Huawei, which is pretty cool. And I do love the fact, one of the big selling points for me on these Huawei laptops, these ultrabooks, is that they're USB-C powered. So you can actually charge your phone with the same charger as your laptop. So that's one less thing to carry in the bag. But I did also notice that we get this adapter in the box. You don't normally see these things. We've got I think that's VGA, as well as HDMI and USB-C into USB-C. So a little adapter with a few extra ports. And there we have it, the Matebook 13. I've got it in space gray, but it does also come in mystic silver. And opening it up, okay, this is actually one of my favorite things when unboxing laptops, is when they put these little keyboard covers on. It's so satisfying just to take off the plastic. Surprisingly, this is actually Huawei's first 13-inch laptop. You tend to think of phones and tablets when it comes to Huawei, but they have been producing laptops. Obviously, we had the Matebook X Pro last year, the new one as well this year, but this is the first 13-inch version. And it's also the cheapest. This is technically their entry-level model. So it's a little bit cheaper, a little bit more affordable and accessible, but we still get that beautiful slim design, the lightweight. We're looking at just under 15 millimeters thick. I was gonna say 15 kilograms, that's not right. 15 millimeters thick, and it weighs 1.28 kilograms. So you can put this in your backpack and you'll barely feel it. It is such a nice, well-made, but also super portable bit of kit. So the headline features of the Matebook 13 obviously include this beautiful 13-inch display, IPS touchscreen, but the thing that you'll see that really stands out from the Matebook X Pro is that the webcam is at the top. The Matebook 13 does have slightly thicker bezels than the flagship laptop, but because of that, it means there's room to put a webcam up top. Now, personally, I did actually really like the recessed webcam, which was found on one of the F keys up top on the other laptop. I did like that because it meant that you could actually physically hide it away if you weren't using it, but at the same time, the angle wasn't ideal if you are going to do lots of Skype calls, business calls. It also comes with the latest Intel processors. We've got the Whiskey Lake U chips on here in either i5 or i7 configurations. On this one, I've got the i7-8565U, which is a quad-core chip and 8 gigs of RAM. Now, unfortunately, the UK model of the Matebook 13 doesn't come with NVIDIA's MX150 graphics chip. Apparently it will on the i7 spec model in some territories and some markets, and it will be the higher powered 25-watt versions. But yeah, unfortunately not in the UK model for whatever reason, which is a bit of a shame. Plus, it doesn't have Thunderbolt 3, so you can't hook up the external graphics card. Instead then, it uses Intel's integrated UHD 620 graphics, which is fine for most tasks and it still feels really fast to use, but don't expect to game or do lots of intensive video editing on this. If you need a bit more graphical horsepower, then maybe consider the Matebook 14 or the Matebook X Pro. And even with the latest processors, we're looking at about 10 to 12 hours of battery life. And also, one thing I am looking forward to testing properly when I make some more videos on this is the cooling, because the last year's Matebook X Pro wasn't the quietest under load. That fan did ramp up a bit, but we've got a new Shark Fin 2.0 design, which hopefully means this will be a lot quieter. Port selection is, well, let's say modern, shall we? We've got 2 USB-C ports. Neither are Thunderbolt 3, which is a bit of a shame, but if you do want Thunderbolt 3 for outputting to a high-res monitor or putting an external graphics card in, you can always go for the Matebook X Pro, the flagship, which does support TB3. It's also got some terrific Dolby Atmos speakers, so if you're thinking about watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos or Netflix movies on this, then the sound quality is phenomenal for the size of laptop. Or of course, if you prefer, plug in a good pair of headphones. Now, I've turned the laptop off because I actually want to demonstrate this one-touch power button. Fingerprint has been registered, laptop is off, one press, and if all goes to plan, this should take me straight to the desktop. It did! It worked! But there's one more thing I want to show you, and that's called One Hop, and it's using Huawei's new Share 3.0 technology. If I just take a picture of, let's say, I don't know, let's just take a picture of this laptop and go into the ultra wide mode so I can see all of it, like that. Now, what I should be able to do with NFC turned on is just instantly transfer it using this Huawei Share and One Hop to the laptop. So I just put the back of the phone on the palm rest, like so. And it's on the, there it is, it's on the screen. That took about 3 seconds. So you can transfer photos and videos back and forth. The AI on the laptop can then even actually pick out the text in photos that has text in it, and you can copy that to a document. Loads of cool stuff. And actually something that I could see myself using is I'm often taking pictures of, I don't know, spec lists for new product launches or selfies or, you know, whatever I'm taking pictures of, and just being able to just, you know, pop it on the palm rest, transfer and not worry about having to upload to Dropbox or plug in a USB-C cable. It's pretty helpful. As for pricing, the i5 model will cost you £899, and this i7 will be £1,099, and it's available to buy now. I put some links in the description if you want to find out more. And if you're not doing anything after this video, then why not click here, just here, like right here, to watch my hands-on video with its bigger flagship brother, the Matebook X Pro 2019. Yes, that's right, Matebook X Pro 2019. This is the Matebook 13. Either way, go and check that out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chat.